Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. This is a video about the town of Telluride, Colorado. I'm making this video, this is the second one I made. I deleted the first one because of the fact that I had received a very, how can you put it, demeaning message. This individual that sent me that message pretty much made my point about diversity in Telluride. That actually there's diversity in this country. There are people in this nation who do not believe that you have the right to say what you want to say. And when they can't shut you up, then they decide, well, we're going to see if we can demean you in some way so that you will be quiet or be so embarrassed that you will be quiet. Well, this individual doesn't know me very well. Uh, I've had threats many times over my lifetime. I've already been to hell and back a few times. This punk couldn't even begin to deal with the things that I've dealt with. But anyway, I'm trying to make a video about Telluride, and I am going to have to disable the comments on this one because of again, this individual could not confront the issue. Instead, all this person did was try to demean me, and that's the way it is with right-wing and left-wing radicals. That's why most of us in America are in the mainstream. We're not radicals. Most of us believe in the Constitution, and we believe in the right of freedom of religion and freedom of speech and things like that, including the right to bear arms. But there are radicals that don't believe in that, and so they try to silence people uh, when they can. Anyhow, this is about Telluride, Colorado. It's a town I lived in for nearly 10 years. Worked for the gondola the first uh, winter I was there in 99, 2000. It was a lot of fun. Good people there, both in Mountain Village and in Telluride. Uh, it's expensive to live there. There is work there, but it's, like a lot of places, it's seasonal. Some jobs have, or have bonuses, and some don't. It's about an hour and a half drive from Montrose, Colorado. Telluride is actually located to the south of Grand Junction by about, I don't know, 2.5 hours. That'd be when the driving's good. There's nothing really there. They don't allow fast food joints in. They don't allow anything like that in. All the local businesses pretty much have a monopoly on everything, and that's the way they want it. And I'm fine with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It is a law and order town. They have a lot of crime, but it's mostly low-level crime, and nothing more than that. I don't think they've had a murder in that area in I don't know, since probably in the 1980s. So it's relatively a safe town. It has a really good school, a very good school. I'll put it to you that way. Although they don't have any sports teams, they don't have football teams or baseball teams, and that may be due to the fact that there's not enough kids, and due to the fact that it's kind of hard to play snow and play football in the snow in um, I don't know, December there. And the winter can start as early as September sometimes. And it can get really, really bad there sometimes. It's mostly a ski resort town. If you go there, you can stay up either in Mountain Village or down in Telluride. If you stay up in Mountain Village, it may cost you a little bit more. And the problem with that is that if the gondola goes down and you're in Telluride, you're going to have to probably wait for a bus to come and pick you up and take you up to Mountain Village. And they do have parking problems, very serious parking problems up in Mountain Village. And they're always fighting about it. The problem with left-wing towns is that they spend too much money, and they sometimes spend it on the wrong things. Anyhow, the town has two newspapers. The problem with these two newspapers, again, is like this individual that sent me the demeaning message. They're not diverse. They don't believe in giving another point of view. It's only their view, and their view is the only view there is. They have Kodo there. I worked for them for a little while. It's a non-paid job, of course, and it was a lot of fun. But it was very disappointing at the fact that they have, again, one view. They pretty much play NPR. They sit around bashing Bush the whole time I was there. And, of course, they don't do that to Obama. Uh, and I just kind of wonder if these people believe in the democratic process, that you need to have 2 points of views. You need to have an opposite. Kind of like a debate or something, But for some reason, they don't believe in that. Now, most of the people in Telluride, Mountain Village, are good people. I liked them. If I didn't like them, I would have stayed there. They're really, really good people. But it's the first place I've ever come across about the communists, the self-proclaimed communists. I've run about 6 or 7, even though many of those that proclaim they were communists, weren't around for very long. There's a number of anarchists there. But you're not going to bring any anarchy into that town. Trust me, the marshals there will stick you under the jail. That's one of the good things I liked about Telluride is that they were law and order. They may be left wing, but they believe in the rule of law, and they're not going to put up with any type of violence of any kind, right wing or left wing. And so it's a safe town. It's a good place to raise your kids. Uh, they do have other schools than just the public schools. They have a lot of child care schools and things like that. And you can send your kids to a private school if you like, probably up in Mountain Village. But it was disappointing the 10 years I was there that, people in that town that were conservative, let's say were for Bush or McCain, were not really able to speak their mind they want. Even at work where I was working at, there was a couple of people there that were supporting McCain, but they were afraid to openly say that because of the fact that they felt, they would be discriminated against. I believe I have definitely been discriminated against in that town. But look, you can go anywhere in the country and be discriminated against no matter what. I was discriminated once and lost a job, even though it was just a part-time job in Panama City, Florida, a very conservative town at the time in the 80s, because I supported Ronald Reagan. So, it can go both ways, or go anywhere. Of course, I supported Bush and McCain, even though I don't really like either one of them all that much. I would have loved to have a better choice. Didn't have it. But the point of it is, that's a sad commentary that a town like that doesn't deal with that kind of discrimination, and it doesn't go out of its way to make people feel that they can openly be supportive of anybody they want. And that's the problem with this town, is that it doesn't understand that. And a lot of the people there, or not a lot of the people, but some of the people higher up, are not really aware of what's happening around them. The most I got from most people was, especially those in office, that Obama's going to take care of me. I think a lot of them were looking for a free ride when they voted for Obama. I believe that's what they were thinking was going to happen, that everything was going to be free. Free health care, free schooling, free everything. And you just don't have to work, and you can drink your coffee and sit on the sidewalks and cafes and go skiing in the winter and ride your bike in the summer, and it's all going to be, great. It's not. This is a town that tried to impeach George Bush, even though it didn't get anywhere, obviously. I don't think they'd ever do that to Obama. And so that's the problem. Is a town like that needs more diversity. Me, I was very outspoken about what I believed in. I made no secret about it. But again, I was denied things, denied promotions, denied that because of it. But beyond that, if you're just looking for a town to visit, to go skiing, to go see, to go enjoy the outdoors, Telluride would be a great place still. You just stay out of the politics, and just that. But if you go to live there and you're conservative, you need to be aware of what you're getting into, because again, there are people like the one that sent me the demeaning message that they can't confront you on the issue, so they go after you personally. They just start making personal attacks without even knowing you, or knowing anything about you, because that's how they get their kicks. That's the only thing in their lives that they know how to use to fight back at. And that's a sad commentary on such people. But anyway, as a tourist town, Telluride is a great place. You don't necessarily have to stay in Telluride, because the cost of living there is high. You can go down to Montrose, you can go to Ridgeway, you can go to Ouray, you can go down to Cortez, you can go even down to Durango, even though that'd be a long drive. But it'd be a good scenic drive. And I would suggest that you come see the town. It's really nice. And the people there are really, really good people. But like every community in America, you're going to have a few bad ones. So there's just a few bad ones there. I just wish that the people who ran the town were a little bit more diverse and believed in fairness and believed in accommodating people with different political beliefs, rather than just trying to put down one that it's one view and their view only. Kodo and the TV stations have that same problem, or the newspapers have that same problem. They're not very diverse. Anyway, thank you for your time. And again, I would say if you get a chance, visit Telluride and Mountain Village, Colorado. I think you'll enjoy it.